Thriving Entrepreneurs. Happy Monday. It's Labor Day today. Not the best weather out right now, but that's okay. We've had a pretty spectacular weekend, and we've had pretty great weather this summer, and also we have a great week to anticipate. So I'm excited to be here to talk to you today about, on this Labor Day, about some things that can help strengthen your business and also give you some methods to help, I say recession-proof your business, and that it really is true because we look to these strong foundational systems that help our business culture stay strong and help us continue to move forward, even though there are some ups and downs in the economy and some changes in our consumer behavior. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. If you've never joined us before, I do this every Monday at 11:30 to give business owners and entrepreneurs something to just think about to help make our systems a little more tighter and to make us more productive and to make us, because ultimately we want to make more money. We want to survive this time. We also want to thrive in this time. And that's what I'm all about as a business coach and a business consultant, is helping you as a small business develop systems so you can thrive during any time in this economic challenge that we have. So for those of you that also don't know, I started this series about 3 months ago, and I've got quite a library developed of business boost tips, and I put it in a YouTube channel. I'll put the link below so you can access those at any time, but it's all free. It's all, we can't become better businesses in a vacuum. So we all need to be together as we're moving forward through this tumultuous time. So that's why I have started this whole idea. Also, for those of you that don't know, my other life is a business professor, not a business professor. I am a communication professor, but I speak specifically and teach specifically about business communication, organizational behavior, group communication. So that's the primary focus and foundation of how I work with businesses. When I work with entrepreneurs to develop their brand and execute their brand and figure out those strategies, and when I work with larger businesses on their cultural elements, that's what we do. So that's what I wanted to talk about today in the Business Boost, is business culture and how we have this conceptualization of business culture. The business culture is only something that exists in teams with multiple people that are involved, of business culture that really only exists in those larger organizations that have really good money to invest in business culture. But nothing could be further from the truth. Business culture is everything to do with your operations and how you execute those operations. So it's everything to do with the communication that you have, not only with your fellow employees, but the communication that you have with your clients before, during, and after the transaction, and that community that you have built during your time and as a business. And that all has to do with your communication and the interdependence of all of those systems that work together. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. The first thing, though, to chat about before, just to talk about systems theory, I teach organizational behavior, organizational communication, and this is always one of the first theories we talk about, systems theory, because systems, as we all know from the biological phenomenon, systems are many different systems, many different components that are working together simultaneously to make the larger organism sustain. And having those systems, just think of your body. You have to have a respiratory system, you have to have your capillary, you have to have your blood flowing, you have to breathe, your lungs need to bring in oxygen, you have to have all these other systems that work, your digestive system. You don't live unless all of your systems are working together. And that is one critical piece of how systems theory actually works, is that you have all of these independent systems that require different things, require different efforts, but they all have to be working simultaneously for businesses to operate. So think about your lead generation. Think about your business operations, like your financial operations, how you take in money, how you pay out money, how do those operations work? Think about the systems of a transaction. Those are all systems that we have developed to best serve us and best serve our clients so we can create that client community. And having a strong base and having those established systems running efficiently is what keeps business going and allows us to grow. So those are some things that we need in place to be able to best serve our clients and to be able to best serve our community and our interests. And I talk about this consistently, that our operations and our systems run a lot smoother when we have that strong established mission and core values that are at the base of our operations. Because then there is a decision-making framework that we have that directs our operations. So having these strong components established creates predictability for our business and also creates predictability for our clients. And our clients can anticipate what's happening and anticipate what the business transaction is going to look like. It will sustain our business if we have these systems set. So that's what we need to think about to our business, is having our systems set so our operations can run smoothly. But the second piece I'll talk about today is the culture and the interdependence. What makes a really strong culture and a really attractive and differentiated business is being able to have all of these systems connected together under the same umbrella, to having a consistent communication and having a predictable system that your client is going to go through, and to be able to create that community that surrounds your business. So this interdependence between all of these different components is a critical piece that we need to think of. If you're a solo entrepreneur, or if you're a large business running a large corporation with multiple teams, if there's not communication or not consistency between all of these different departments and all of these different things that have to take place for the business to operate, then you're not going to have a very inviting culture in your business. Because that culture and that communication, remember, I've talked about this quite a few times before, that we need to have a strong and differentiated brand that's connected to our personality and involves some of our vision in that, and that we are involved with, because brands are what attracts customers, not services. And the execution of those systems and the implementation of that culture attracts those customers, gets you that strong referral base, gives you that strong message that you have to attract those clients when you post on social media and when you have these different systems working together. So we have to think about the interdependence between all of our components. That if we're not saying the same thing in our marketing that we're saying to our customers, our employees that are in the company, then there's an inconsistency in our culture, and that's going to be detrimental to not only you, but your business, and it's not going to have a consistent message to the client. These types of things, and thinking about how we have that strong foundation in our business, and also how we keep those operations together, how we execute them under the same umbrella, is what keeps us going as a business. Particularly important for small businesses, solo entrepreneurs, and small businesses that are really trying to establish in the local community. It's really important for that. And as we transition into every business having some sort of online presence, it becomes even more important for us to have that consistent culture presented that connects our systems together. So I'm glad you joined me today. It was great chatting with you. I hope you have a great week, a short week for some of you, a long week for others. But let's have a great week and take September by storm. I can't believe that we're already here. It's amazing. I love fall. It's the best time of year. But let's think about how to have those strong systems in our business to best serve our clients. Again, I also will invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get the videos. I have a webinar about culture that is coming out pretty soon, probably in October when I launch my culture program. And that free webinar will really dig into these ideas and talk about how to have a strong culture in your business and how critical that is for our business operations. So I hope you have a great week. And if you ever want to talk about developing your brand or talking about the culture in your business, I invite you to book a free session. So let's talk. I'll leave all of that stuff in the chat box so you can be aware. But have a great week. Again, Shelby Long Hammond, and it was great talking to you. and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.